Hey everybody, how's it going? Man, I tell you what, one of these days I'm gonna get this technology down pat. I had it all planned out. The opening was gonna come on there all seamless, but I got my new graphics there. But how's everybody going? Happy Sunday to you. Hey Zoe, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, so I gotta tell you guys about a guitar. I might as well play on it first. I got this guitar. This is the it's an Atkin guitar, right? So Alistair Atkin makes these fantastic guitars, and his buddy dropped this off to me today. It's the One Race, One Family guitar, and I'm gonna play it some tonight. During the webcast, it's gonna literally go around the world. Hey Annabelle, how you doing? And yeah, so this guitar is literally gonna go around the world. Now Brian, I'd said earlier, Brian May lives near me, and maybe the guitar will go to him because it's literally gonna travel all around the world, different guitar players and musicians, to basically make a statement. Hey, we're one race, one family. Atkin guitars right there. But anyway, great to see you. Hey, Paul Richardson. Good to see you. Hey, Alan. I'll get you, Jude Johnston's contact. Hey, Shaz. Jamie Harvey, how you doing? And Amanda. They got married and they listened to Trying to Fly with One Wing when they're getting married, and so I will play that for them. That'll be my first song tonight, and I'll dedicate it to them. They told me that when I was playing in Bristol recently.
Can't be done. Defies the one thing I've come to know. You're the one I want around me to help me grow. You always said I was your angel, and I could do anything. But being without you was like trying to fly with one wing. To see things clear, sometimes we need the altitude. Still believed, even when I was out of view, what I thought was my freedom felt so incomplete. But being without you was like trying to fly with one wing. But I flew so high, then I fell back through the clouds. But I'm so glad picked me up when I hit the ground. You always said I was your angel, and I could do anything. But being without you was like trying to fly with one wing. You always said I was your angel, and I could do anything. But being without you was like trying to fly with one
that goes out to Jamie and Amanda there in Bristol. They played that. I don't know if did you play that song when you're walking down the aisle or just at the wedding? Anyway, they told me that at the last show we played in Bristol. Hey Zoe, can you believe that? So I know Zoe from my local gym. I go to boot camp classes with her, and I wear cargo shorts and black socks and red tennis shoes and just whatever t-shirt. I don't look like the regular gym goer, except I do have a headband, like a flash dance style headband that I wear. And I'm sure they just thought I was like a crazy person, but I guess I am. But anyway, she's in the house tonight. Paul Adset's watching from Bristol. Stevie Davies, Brighton. Stevie Davies is watching. Mandy Lee, hey, how's it going? Alan's watching from Glasgow. Where are y'all watching from? All right, what do y'all want to hear? I'm going to get another sip of Guinness. So that last song I played, I'll tell y'all the story because I said, I told it last night. I did an impromptu webcast last night. Didn't tell anybody, just went live. And anyway, that last song, I played it in the studio for Paul Worley and the Dixie Chicks when they were recording that first record. And they didn't record it, but I played it acoustically for them. And dadgum, I wish they had recorded it. Hey, Julie. Let's see. I forgot to put that up. So, I've got a virtual tip jar. If you enjoy tonight, enjoy the music, think about doing that. It's kind of like if we're going to a movie or something. You can't go to a movie, so I'm kind of your entertainment for tonight. So that's my virtual tip jar there. That's the PayPal, and then I have a Venmo as well. That's the Venmo. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. I wish I were blind. Okay, I can do that. It's Sunday, so I had to have a Guinness. Of course, it was Saturday yesterday, and I had to have a Guinness. The Guinness is like eating vitamins. And there's Terry. There's Terry Argo. Hey, Jeannie. Yeah. Okay, this is for Andrew.
I love to see the cottonwood blossom in the early spring. I love to see the message of love that the bluebird brings. But when I see you walking with him down along the strand, I wish I were blind. When I see you with your man, I love to see your hair shining in a long summer's light. I love to watch the stars fill the sky on a summer's night. Music plays, tinkers and I touch. I watch how you touch him as you start to dance. I'm trying to read the comments while I'm singing. And I wish I were blind when I see you with your man. You struggle here, but all our love's in vain. And these eyes, they once filled me with your beauty, now fill me with pain. And the light that once centered here has vanished from me. Oh, and this darkness is all bigger than my heart sees. And though this world is filled with the grace and beauty of God's hand, I wish I were blind when I see you with your man. What I thought was right, we struggled in all our loves in vain.
I got lost there for a second.
And these eyes that once filled me with your beauty now fill me with pain. And the light that once slithered here has vanished from me. Oh, and this darkness is all, baby, that my heart sees. And though this world is filled with the grace and beauty of God's hand, I wish I were blind when I see you with your man. Oh, I wish I were blind when I see you with your man.
Hey Brian, Julie, Dave Erickson, good to see you. John Gribben it says my grandmother used to prescribe Guinness for anemia, and I first read that as an enema, but yeah. Yeah, so I can do fireworks, Julie. And then I'm going to play a song on piano. Vicky Welch Ayo's in the house. Hope you're back soon. Hey, Greg Zink, my man. We did a whole tour with Peter Himmelman together. Are you still playing with Peter Himmelman? Brian Turley, any updates on tours? Well, the Bury gig, Bury England, is still on, and it's for sale. Tickets are for sale, and the two in December, and the two shows in the Netherlands are still for sale. And I will probably have a house concert in Belgium around the same time. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna, as long as the venues are saying we're open and we're doing shows, then I'm gonna go. And that's a ways away. Royce Russell, love it, man. Cool.
Wanna ride through the streets of Hollywood, relay your closing in on us, breathing in the desert flowers, never wanted something so much. If I could see any way to make us work again, I'd find a way. If I could tell you were wrong, and go exploding through the skies again like fireworks, fireworks, like fireworks. is crushing. See things clearly in the darkness. Your beauty from within. If I could see any way to make us work again, find a way. If I could tell you running, go exploding through the skies again like fireworks, fireworks, like fireworks, like fireworks. If I could see any way to make us work again, I'd find a way like fireworks, fireworks, like fireworks, like fireworks, like fireworks, fireworks, like fireworks, like fireworks.
All right. I want to play our song on the piano. I haven't done a song on the piano in a while. How do you like this new camera angle? This is coming off my iPad. Now this is, let's see, this is the, that's coming off my iPhone that's up there. What's your favorite song to play? That's a good question. Royce Russell, my wife and I are down in Nashville on the back porch. Awesome, man. That's awesome. Good to see you, brother. All right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to sing you guys a song on the piano. Because I haven't sung a song on the piano in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, something like that. Yeah. It's Terry Argo. Man, I don't know what my favorite song to sing is. I don't know. I don't do a lot of records, so I kind of make them count. So I don't write songs that I don't want to sing and I don't feel, which is probably my downfall. But I don't know. I do like singing this song I'm going to play now, The Greatest Love That Ever Was. And this is a favorite of a lot of my band, because my band can relate to this right here.
Anyone can see that you and I were meant to be. into a room, you always take my breath from me. The greatest love that never was. The greatest love that never was. I find the comfort that I feel looking out the windows of airplanes. At 30,000 feet, 500 miles an hour, I find some reprieve. From the greatest love that never was. The greatest love that never was. Flying high above the clouds, I thought that I could stand it, but I landed. Mess that up. I'm off somewhere again, always on the run. It seems I hardly unpack, and I'm running towards some airplane. Greatest love that never was. The greatest love that never was. The greatest love that never was. That never was.
Sounding okay? I messed that up. I'm not a piano player. I just learned how to play piano by banging on it. And so I always have to think, you know.
Flying high above the clouds, I thought that I could stand it. I landed.
better at. And I forgot where my left hand went, but it's like this. And I love this chord. Somewhere again. Right there. I'm always on the run. Yeah. Anyway, so when I got to that place, first of all, I kind of always get right here. I'm off somewhere again. Yeah. Anyway, blah blah blah. All right, I want to play another song on piano. Is that sounding okay? Do I need to turn up the piano or up the voice? Hey Brian Barry, how you doing, man? I will play that song for you, even though I can't hit the high note. You'll have to sing it with me. All right, here we go. All right. Terry Argo, are you still watching? Paul, that's funny. I guess that'd be you and Jennifer Aniston. All right, here we go. All right, this is another song I love singing because I love writing. You're in another world, and all I can do is sit in line and think about the way I feel when your hand touches mine. So I'm thinking about souls underneath like for some fantasy stolen desert ride, and the beauty of the last 5 minutes of sunset in your eyes. And I had some things I was reaching for, never realizing in my youth I was holding everything that I would need. You're like a motion picture running through my mind, and when I get to the part of us, I keep hitting rewind. In my favorite scene, we fall asleep entwined. When we wake in the morning, you're still in my arms, you slept there way through the night. And I had some things I was reaching for, somewhere over your head. I was so sure, I was so sure, I was so sure, I was so sure. We fly into town, we get in the car, we drive up to PCH, we settle into a restaurant.
I sit across from you and I never get bored. We stay there as the evening passes. We can tell the waiters want us to move on. And we stand beside your car till it's time to go. And you're still everything that I could need. You're everything that I still need.
Alright, so I'm going to tell you about the first song I ever learned how to play on piano. I taught myself, hey Harrison, how you doing? So the first song I ever learned how to play on piano was this song right here. And we had a grand piano, and I'd crank up this song on the stereo and bang on the piano. All I did was bang on the piano until it made the right noise. And that means I spent a lot of time banging on the piano, but I learned where my fingers went and where they didn't and where they shouldn't go. Well, I haven't learned that yet, but that was a joke. But maybe a bad one, but let's see here. No.
How we run into the midnight sun. Wheels go round on my mind. Restless heart, sleep alone tonight.
Anyway, you get the picture. I banged on that until it worked. You know what I mean? So, Journey, that's right. Harrison, so you have one of those rare, elusive, Fear Nothing CDs. Wow. Connor, my nephew Connor is watching from Lebanon, the country Lebanon, not the you know, the town over from my town in Nashville. I lived in Mount Juliet, and our arch rivals were from the next town over, and that was Lebanon. And I never could understand why we were supposed to hate them so much. But I do understand now, because apparently people in Lebanon have tails, like an extra fleshy appendage. Even though they're only like 10 miles away from Mount Juliet, they somehow, ecologically, they started growing tails. And so that's a true story. I don't understand it, but now I do in my older age. Xana, yeah. So, yeah, let me play another song from Some Comfort. Oddly enough.
All the times I've known you, you made me wanna be a better man. I look into your eyes, no words are passed between us, you'd understand. That's some comfort. That's what I want. You spend your whole life working, running round in circles like a mother will. You say that when I hold you, it's the only time your soul feels like it's still. And that's some comfort. It's what I want. And that's some comfort. It's what I want. Every day is precious. I can feel the days taking flight. For you I'm thankful, for I know that I was truly loved in this life. And that's some comfort. That's what I want. And that's some comfort. That's what I want.
I'm really enjoying this. I think I've been so stressed out the last few Sundays because, of having guests and everything, and trying to get them into the room and into the webcast and all that stuff. It was nice just to play and kind of relax a little bit. I'm having a good time tonight. How about you guys? Where are you watching from? Kathy Crawford, where are you watching from? Oh, thanks. Let me play y'all a song from the new record. Awesome. I see some tips have come in. I appreciate that. John Gribben, thank you very much. You bought me a beer. Vicky, thank you very much for the tip. Vicky Oyo. Alan Peden bought me a beer. Look at that. Andrew Thomas bought me a beer and sometimes I like pork scratchings. If you go to the pub, have a beer and hey, Dan Tracy, how you doing? One of the best singers out there and guitar players. I trained Royce how to Lyft drive. I hired him for Lyft years ago when I was stuck in Nashville. He's a school teacher, and he was one of my most impressive candidates that came to drive for Lyft, and I approved him almost immediately within the first 2 minutes, at least in my mind. But I made him suffer through about an hour and 15 minutes of training. Where can you tip? Well, at PayPal, kevinmontgomery@mac.com, and then Venmo, Kevin Montgomery 615 is the Venmo thingamadoo-huh. Yeah. Let's see. What do y'all want to hear? Northern Ireland. You know what, man? When I get Sean Snook back here, we'll play Back in Baby's Arms. Royce, you remember that? No, we had a good time, and he's tearing it up. He's a school teacher, and then in his off time, he drives for Lyft, and it's really good. Lyft is a good little side gig, or used to be before the pandemic. I don't know what it's like now, but so, all right. What should I play? Okay. Harrison. You know what? You said play Softer Years. I was trying to play that earlier today, and I don't know if I could even do it. Barely old enough to know what life's about, but you think you know just enough to know you want out. No shoulder to rest your weary head upon. I can't even do it right now. I'll have to work it out. I literally have not played that song in probably 12 years. All right. Okay, Terry Argo would like to hear Fear Nothing. And I'm going to do that. If I can find my pick. Wanna ride to town with the windows wide open. Forget about your hair, I'm just gonna mess it up anyway. Wanna pull you up close to my side of the truck. Wanna lay you well down under the blanket of stars above. Yes, you are something, fear nothing. Yes, you are something, fear nothing. Let's stop here a while. Stolen in time. Think of only tonight. And fear nothing.
Sometimes life can be tough. I still believe you can pull me through with your love. Yes, you are something, fear nothing. Yes, you are something, fear nothing. Wanna drive you around the stay out of night. When the dawn wind blows, you dry your tears by the morning. The nights of the street grew dim as we speak. Everything else just fades away into the night as we speak. Yes, you are something, fear nothing. 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 Whoa, whoa, fear nothing.
Trondheim. I love Trondheim. Well, I'm going to send out a heavenly shout out to my good buddy Tore Anderson, who was from Norway and from Trondheim originally. And he when I would go to Norway, he would set up shows for me and took me around Norway, and we played in Trondheim one time together. He passed away a few years ago, just out of the blue. Just what a great singer-songwriter and a great guy, Carla. And Carla's from up in the same town he's from. Hey, Tara, you were asking what my favorite song to sing is. Okay. So, Alan wants to know about the pictures on the wall. I'll get right back to that. So, yeah, let me see. So that is, let me see, that right there is a platinum record for the Martin McBride Evolution record. It went, I think, quadruple platinum, but that was the platinum record that the record company gave me for writing. I won't close my eyes on it. Let's see, I have to work backwards. This is a picture of Buddy Holly and my dad and it's an unpublished picture as far as I know. That was taken at Echo McGuire's birthday party, and I think they were about 13, 14 years old, and they are, Buddy's playing the mandolin and my dad's playing guitar right there, and I think it's not on the internet. This is a picture of the night Paul McCartney invited me to play the Buddy Holly birthday party that he used to put on every year in London. And we were on tour, and we had a show in at the Adelphi in Preston, and it was me and Robert Reynolds, Paul Deacon, and Pat Buchanan, and our opening act, Jeff Finland. And our buddy Tony Bramwell set it up, and we canceled the show at the Adelphi pub, and Harrison, I'll get to that too in a minute. We canceled the gig at the Adelphi and went because, Paul McCartney invites you to play a birthday party, you gotta go, you know. So we canceled the show, went down there. They had, so Mike Berry, a wonderful man here in the UK, who's a great musician himself, was the band leader. He came up to me and he said, "Okay, what songs do you want to sing tonight?" And I said, "Well, I'll sing my dad's song, Heartbeat, and we want to do Not Fade Away." And he said, "Well, you can't do that because we can't do Not Fade Away because another band's going to do that later." And I was like, damn, you know. So we were going to do Heartbeat and Wishing, both songs my dad wrote. And then at the last second, I realized that he had intended for me to go up with the house band. And I had Robert and Paul from the Mavericks and Pat Buchanan and Jeff, and they wanted to play, and I wanted them to play. I didn't want to leave them out. So, and there was only like 200 people there. I mean, we're talking about a small party. I knew they wanted to play, so it was coming time for me to go up there, and I just told them, I said, "Look, when they call me up there, Paul McCartney introduced me. He called me up there to the stage, and I said, when they call me up there, y'all just follow. Y'all just follow me. And just go on up there and go to the person with your instrument and take the instrument from them." So they did. Paul McCartney said, "Hey, come on, Kevin Montgomery's in the house." You know, he didn't say in the house, but he said, "Hey, we have this guy, Kevin Montgomery. His father was Bob Montgomery. You know, we want to get him up to play a song." And anyway, man, the guitar player that Pat went to in the house band was David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. He just walked right up to David Gilmour and said, "Hey, do you mind if I play your guitar?" And David Gilmour very graciously took his guitar off and handed it to Pat. And we played Wishing, or Heartbeat. I think Wishing. And then Robert really sang Not Fade Away, and I did high harmonies. And we had been playing it on tour, and we had a great version of it. I mean, really good version of it. And, you know, I wanted Robert to be able to sing a song and rock out. And so I just said, "Hey," after the first song, Paul McCartney was going more and more and going nuts. And I just said, "Hey, do you want us to play Not Fade Away?" No, I said, "Hey, do you want to come up and sing a song with me?" And he was like, "Oh, no, I'm okay." And I said, "Do you want us to play Not Fade Away?" And he goes, "Yeah, play Not Fade Away." And when he said that, I was like, count it off. And it was boom, boom, boom. And we jumped off stage, and we got our photo with Paul. And that's the photo right there. And then that photo up there is my dad with Paul McCartney, Sonny Curtis from the Crickets, Joby Malden from the Crickets, I think Don Everly from the Everly Brothers, and that was at the Buddy Holly party in 1979. My dad had not played on stage since really, I think since he and Buddy stopped doing gigs when they were teenagers, and Paul McCartney invited my dad over, and he agreed, and he was not going to play. I'm drinking Guinness, Royce. He was not going to play, and Paul McCartney basically twisted his arm and said, "Hey, will you play?" And I think because it was Paul McCartney, he picked up the guitar for the first time in probably 25 years, and that was the first and only time I ever saw my dad sing with a guitar. Because when I was born, he was producing records, and that was it. He never picked up a guitar. Harrison, you asked something. And I was going to answer it. And Alan, you asked something as well. I said I'd get back to it. See, I'm getting old, man. My memory's going. Yeah, it was great. McCartney is just like you see him on TV. Totally cool, totally gracious. At the party when he arrived, of course, we were all like dressed up. I was all in black and had a really cool jacket on. And we were standing there kind of in awe when he walked in. And he just walked right up to us. He walked right up to us and he said, "Man, you guys look like a band." And I said, "Well, actually we are." And I introduced myself to him, and he was really cool. I told him that we canceled the gig at the Adelphi, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we used to play there." And he knew the exact pub that we had canceled to come play the party for. You know, man, I don't even know if I can, Royce. I've played some before, but I'd be afraid to mess it up. But Royce, you may not know this. You asked me if I could play the Beatles. Well, I can't really play the Beatles, but I can play Buddy Holly and my dad. And McCartney will tell you that the Beatles were really trying to mimic Buddy Holly. They really were influenced by Buddy Holly when they first started out. So I'll play you a Buddy Holly song that my dad wrote. Wishing that I could see you every day. Wishing that I could steal your heart away. Dreaming all the time I could hold you tight. Wishing that the time would come tonight. I've been hoping all along things would turn out right. If I could find a wishing star, then I would spend the night wishing that I could see you every day. Wishing that I could steal your heart away. I've been hoping all along things would turn out right. If I could find a wishing star, then So John Gribben said, "Love the fact you do it your way." You know what, man? You can't out Buddy Holly, Buddy Holly. You can't out Springsteen, Springsteen. Um, you just can't do it. So you got to be yourself. You got to, Malcolm Oxborough just bought me a beer, and that's awesome. He lives in Lincolnshire. And he says, "Thanks for the chance. If you get a chance, Angel Tonight, that would be great." So I'm going to do that for you now. But you can't out Buddy Holly, and you can't out, iconic artists like that. The best you can do is take that music and try to make it your approach to it. So the best thing to do is do it way different. I wish I were blind.
The struggle here, but all our love's in vain. And these eyes, it won't fill me with your beauty.
That's nothing like Springsteen. So you got to do your own thing. All right, so this is Angel Tonight for Malcolm. Thank you very much. I think that's a neat thing. Buy me a beer. Thank you for everybody that's tipping, because I'm seeing tips come in, and that is awesome. It really helps. In these times, this ain't no joke. I am singing for my supper here, and I appreciate that. That's awesome. Love y'all. I tell you, picking up the guitar and playing, like Terry was asking, what's my favorite song to sing? And I was thinking while I was singing Fear Nothing that I really enjoy singing that song because it's something that I wrote when I was like 22 years old. I was playing a lot at a place called Genghis Khan, and I saw this guy Danny Peck play, and he had these anthemic, the audience was like participating in the singing stuff, in that little place, and he just had such an amazing show, and I decided I needed to write a song that the audience could sing with me. And for those of y'all that have been to my shows here in the UK, especially, the audience sings that song with me, and it's usually the last song we play, and it's just such a cool experience for me to be singing and have you guys sing with me, and so I enjoy singing that song, man, and the message from it for me, it's like Fear Nothing. It's, I don't know, it still resonates with me even now. And anyway, so what was I gonna do? Angel Tonight.
She lays down her head on her pillow. She's never felt so alone. She thinks of her friends and her family. She's one step closer to home. She thinks of the lover that left her. They get what they want and then leave. She stares at the pills on her dresser, closes her eyes and believes she'll be an angel tonight. She's already made up her mind. She'll think of the night she takes her last breath, and her wings will surely be down today. Memories of good times and bad times, dancing in old Mexico. She holds her unborn children, a feeling that she'll never know. She'll be an angel tonight. She's already made up her mind. She'll think of the night she takes a nice breath, and her wings will surely beat him to death. She'll be an angel tonight. She's already made up her mind. She'll think of the night she takes a last breath, and her wings will surely beat him to death.
All right, so what do y'all want to hear? I won't close my eyes. I can do that, yeah. All right. Hey, Neil Falkus has asked, what guitar am I playing? Do I have that? Alan Darnell, how you doing, man? I must have hundreds of CDs, but yours are my favorite. Still remember your gig with Doug Pettymone in Chorlton, Manchester, and the gig in Manchester with the Mavericks at the Storm Garden, magic times. You know what? They were magic times. I mean, I look back very fondly on those times, and you know, they really were special. Thanks for coming into the webcast. That's awesome. Neil, this is a Harrison, that's funny. I'll play Tennessee Girl. This is another Atkin guitar, and I just love it. This is the guitar that Gary Talent, who plays an E Street Band with Springsteen, played on the whole tour that we did together, Atkin. This is the actual guitar that Alistair let him borrow for the tour, and then after the tour, I bought it because Wildman did not want it. So, or well, he wanted it, but he just said, "Man, he goes, I've got so many guitars that I've literally got 100 guitars, so I just don't need another guitar. So I was like, man, I'm buying it. So I bought it, and I love it. It's awesome. And I do have the J200. I do have the J200 upstairs. I just I haven't brought it out. But I will. I almost did it, but I need to string it. Brian Berry, King Tut's in Glasgow. We had some amazing gigs there. What song was that? I was going to play Tennessee Girl for somebody. For Harrison. And by the way, Harrison, thank you for the tip. And Terry Argo, I see a tip came in from you. Appreciate that. Buy me a beer. I've got a PayPal, KevMontgomery@mac.com. Let's see. And then I've also got Venmo. That's my Venmo. Venmo's awesome. Royce just figured it out, and that's awesome. He gave me a tip on Venmo. So we have 50 people watching right now. So if 50 people bought me a beer, that'd be a pretty dadgum good week. And thank you, Stevie Davies, also for a couple of y'all have made contributions to the Indiegogo campaign that I have going on. I still have going on. I was talking to my buddy Clyde Barnes today, who's maybe watching over there in Ireland. We toured together, and we were talking about the Indiegogo thing and the crowdfunding thing, and I just said, man, he said, how's it going? I'm like, man, when you're 5,000, I need 15, but I feel bad about bugging, posting stuff about it because, and he goes, I know exactly what you mean, but Luan, his girlfriend, did the same thing and felt the same way, but you gotta post about it. You gotta tell people about it, and, and it'll all work out. And so, again, I'm gonna mention it. It's the Indiegogo.com. If you go there, if someone can post a link, that'd be great. But go there and then do Kevin Montgomery Good Thing, and it'll show you the thing for the new record. And the most popular one now is the $70 thing, which is like a CD, an album, like an actual vinyl album with the credits mentioned. And that seems to be pretty popular. But go there, help me out, put me over the edge. That's awesome, Neil. I hope to see you there. Maybrit over there in Denmark. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to play Tennessee Girl for Harrison. And Trisha Yearwood cannot be here tonight. But I got to tell you, I was thinking about trying to get her to come into the webcast because she's awesome. We've been to a concert together. She sang on my record on this song, and she's just a regular gal. She's awesome. And she probably would come into the webcast because she's just totally cool. We shared a beer at a Billy Joel concert and then hung out with Billy Joel after the show and listened to him talk about himself. Let's see. So she sang on this. But I got to tell you about next week. Okay, so Carlene Carter, who is Carlene Carter. I fell in love, what you gonna do that for? I used to have the biggest crush on her, big time. And I'd see her all over LA when I lived there. And we'd I'd run into her with Howie Epstein from Tom Petty and Heartbreakers every week at the newsstand at the corner of Melrose and is it Highland? Laurel and Melrose. And I'd see them at the newsstand all the time, every week, and chat and everything. Anyway, she says she will come into the webcast, and I'm thinking next week it's going to happen. It would have happened today, but I thought I need like a week because I knew her as Carlene Carter, but she's actually June Carter Cash, and June Carter Cash's daughter, and Carl Smith's daughter, and her stepfather is Johnny Cash. So, but they put out a Carter family record recently, and she's a part of that whole Carter family, and what a history. And so I need to do some research. So I decided I'm not gonna have her this week. I'm gonna just do my thing this week, and then next week I'm gonna have her, and then the following week I'm gonna have Jerry Fuller, who is 80 years old. He was one of my dad's best friends. He was like my second father when I lived in LA. And you may not know his name, but you'll know his music. I'm a traveling man, I traveled around all over the world. He wrote that. Young girl, get out of my mind. You're much too young and I'm way out of line. He wrote that. He wrote, show and tell, just a game that I want to play. Produced Johnny Mathis. Produced Gary Pumpkin and Union Gap. Was in a band with Glenn Campbell and has some great Glenn Campbell Seals and Crofts. He was in the Champs. Has some great stories. And he's going to be in the webcast 2 weeks from now. Well, yeah, not next week, but the following week. But yes, that is Jeff Finland in that photo with me and Paul McCartney and the guys. Awesome. Yeah, Carlene is fun, man. She is I love her. Awesome.
A Tennessee girl, I'm coming home to you. I'm speaking to Texas, trying to outsmoke the blues, and I just can't wait to be touched by you. Look into your eyes under the southern moon. Been flat busted out in California. Had our way to the darkest town. Tired of getting flipped off on the freeway. Staring at the middle finger of a little man. So my Tennessee girl, coming home to you. I'm speaking in Texas, trying to outsmoke the news, and I just can't wait to be touched by you. Look into your eyes under the southern moon. Come on now. Been flat busted out in California. Had our way to the darkest town. Tired of getting flipped off on the freeway. Staring down the middle finger of a little man. So my Tennessee girl, coming home to you. I'm speaking in Texas, trying to outsmoke the blues, and I just can't wait to be touched by you. Look into your eyes under the southern moon. So my Tennessee girl, my Tennessee girl, my Tennessee girl, my Tennessee girl. Come on.
think I need to reach out. Yes, you did. Roy said, just showed up here and I saw it as I was in the song. Thank you for buying me that beer. I appreciate that. That's a couple of beers, actually. And for me and you. So next time I come to Nashville, when I do the new record, okay, I could do it. Yeah, Harrison, I appreciate the tip. Marie, I'm gonna play it for you. I want to play y'all something that is actually a little video I put together of a song that will be on the new record. Like I said, the new record is indiegogo.com, and then search Kevin Montgomery, Good Thing. But I want to play the song. It was from the last tour, and yeah, I want it. Kelly Jones and Gregor Phillip and I. It's called What Happened in Houston. I wrote it with Kelly down there in Louisiana, and this is us on the last show. This is the last show that we did before the shutdown, and this is going to be on the new record. So if you like this song, then contribute to the cause here. Let's see. Take that off. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna go like this. And I'm gonna go like that.
What happened in Houston didn't stay in Houston, 'cause I'm back in Nashville thinking about you. Every star's a lone star reminding me where you are. What in the world are we gonna do? Yeah, I've got a dog and you've got a cat. They'll get along, or we'll send them back. What happened in Houston didn't stay in Houston. Now thinking about Houston is all I can do. This is Kelly's solo, actually. Yeah, you're kinda short, and you're kinda fine, but I'll wear my heels if you'll stop eating crap. What happened in Houston didn't stay in Houston. Now thinking about Houston is all I can do. Yeah, thinking about Houston is all I can do. Kelly Jones right there.
All right. So that will be on the new record. Hey Harry, thank you, man. Yeah, t-shirts. The t-shirts are in the. Someone asked about. Harry DeJohn said, "Can't wait for the new songs and the t-shirt." The t-shirts are part of the perks on the Indiegogo campaign. So Can someone put the link to that Indiegogo campaign? Zoe's watching, and we go to the gym together, and go through these boot camp classes together. And man, she'll be there tomorrow, and she's seen me drinking these Guinness, and it's gonna be rough. But yeah, so thanks Harrison. So that's the link. Yeah. So someone asked for Red Blooded American Boy, didn't they? No, I know what it was. Thank you very much for the tip. Someone just sent another tip. That's awesome. I know what it was. Somebody wanted to hear. What did you want to hear? I didn't remember. Paul Smith, how you doing, buddy? They're in Croydon. Awesome. That really helps. Every week. What was I going to play? What do y'all want to hear? Sonia says, I love Sunday evenings now. You know what? I do too, because this lockdown has really sucked. And, it just makes me feel connected again. And I'm getting to do what I love to do and, making tips. And that helps. That's how we survive. Oh, I won't close my eyes, yeah. All right, so this is a song I wrote on that Evolution record. I won't close my eyes. And
I don't wanna think that you could be running around after all the love that I have shown you. I won't knock on your door. I won't call to see if you're home. And I won't close my eyes. Love's a matter of trust, and I just want to believe in us. The last night in your kiss, I felt a light on your lips. But I won't knock on your door. I won't call to see if you're home. But I won't close my eyes. There are two kinds of love, those who are true and those untrue. I see black and white. Are you somewhere lost between the two? But I but I won't close my eyes. No, I won't close my eyes. I don't wanna think that you could be running around. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. So after the webcast, I'm gonna do like a 3-mile walk. So all those calories that I'm drinking right now, they don't count. So I'm gonna play a song that's gonna be on the new record. Let's see if I can find the lyrics. This is called I Hate Flowers. Where are y'all watching from, by the way? So this is gonna be on the new record, and after the show, I'm gonna share the thing about the new record, and do me a favor and share it to your page and see what happens. Let's see what So this is a song called I Hate Flowers. It doesn't say that line at all in the song. Oh, Brian, okay, I got it. I'm gonna play Melrose in a minute. Anyway. Yeah, so I call the song I Hate Flowers, and it doesn't say that line anywhere in the song, but I associate lilies especially with death, because I've had my house fill up with flowers at times.
Goddamn lilies dying in a vase makes me angry. Can't stop seeing your face. Goddamn neighbors with their casseroles, cut flowers, never feel alone. I'm drunk, I'm drifting, I can't run, oh, the weight, I can't lift it, but I can't let you. goddamn preacher. He's a Hallmark card. I know he's trying. Must be hard. Polyester doesn't breathe. Goddamn sunshine on these leather seats. I'm drunk, I'm drifting. Can't run, oh, the weight I can't lift it. I can't let you go. You were here, you were gone. It was just a moment ago. You were here, it was just a moment ago. I'm drunk, I'm drifting. Can't run, oh, the weight I can't lift it. I can't let you go. Can't let you go. Goddamn lilies never fill a hole. Cut flowers never grow.
Man, y'all have given me a lot of I don't know, man. I'm singing in the regular key tonight, as opposed to down a half step, because y'all have been so encouraging and loving and everything. And I was doing the over 35 tuning. I call it the over 35 tuning, where you tune down a half step. But now, because y'all have been so loving and kind, I have now gone up into regular tuning, because I've capoed it on a regular fret. So I'm gonna play "All Good Thing" off the new record. That's gonna be one of the songs on the record. Man, some tips came in during that song, and that's awesome, man. That makes me feel good, and it helps. Trust me. So I'm gonna play "Good Thing" off the new record. I wrote it with a feller down in Louisiana called Michael Boudreau, and Andrew Thomas. You mentioned Neil Young in a minute. You remind me of that. he's had too much Guinness. No, you know what I do? I buy 4 cans of Guinness, and I know it's awful. I buy 4 cans. There's a 4-pack that you can get for, whatever. And I buy that, and I purposely don't buy 2 of them. I buy 1. So I can have 4 cans of Guinness, and then that's it. And then I go on my midnight walk. What was I gonna say? So y'all have inspired me. Oh yeah. Oh, let me play this. Let me do Lovely Day first. I wrote this with Robert Vincent. He was from Manchester and Liverpool. Sorry, Robert. Sorry about that. I know y'all get pretty freaked out about that.
It's such a lovely day when I'm with you. Doesn't matter where we go or say or do. Don't let it break you down when darkness gathers near. I'll push away the clouds, just speaking I will hear you. These are the plans we made when love is true. Picture perfect photograph, all framed in blue. Don't let it break you down when darkness gathers near. I'll push away the clouds, just speaking I will hear you. Don't let it break you down when darkness gathers near. I'll push away the clouds, just speaking I will hear. It's such a lovely day when I'm with you. Doesn't matter where we go or where you're here. It's such a lovely day. It's such a lovely day. It's such a lovely day.
So that's off the new record, and then so what were y'all saying? I love Sean too, man. He's my bro. Dude has been on 2 50 States in 50 Days tours with me and put up with my shit the entire time. The guy deserves a medal. He really does. But no, we have a good time. Sean looks all sweet and nice and everything, but he's got an even darker sense of humor than I do. So, y'all don't even know that. I've given the big secret out, but he is very dark. And so we go real dark when we're on tour together, and it works. Of course, y'all would never know because you see the sweet Sean, and you don't know that the animal that lurks just beneath the surface. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, Neil Young. All right, this is for you, Andrew.
She used to work in a dime I used to order just to watch her float across the floor. She grew up in a small town, never put her roots down, but Daddy kept moving, so she did too. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides along in Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. She's been running half her life, the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes. Air she breathes. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. You know it ain't easy, you've got to hold on. She was an unknown legend in her time. Now she's dressing two kids, looking for a magic kiss. She gets a faraway look in her eyes. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides along with Davidson, her long blonde hair flying in the wind. She's been running half her life, the chrome and steel she rides, colliding with the very air she breathes. The air she breathes. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. All right, that's for Andrew. Man, you know that second verse. You know it ain't easy, you got to hold on. She was an unknown legend in her time. This right here. Now she's dressing two kids, looking for a magic kiss. She gets a faraway look in her eyes. I mean, if you never wrote any other lines in your life, if you wrote those lines, you would be brilliant. So, I mean, dude, that's a great song. All right, what do y'all want to hear? You guys are the organ grinders, and I'm the monkey tonight. Zoe is still a thing. She just reacted with a heart, and I know that tomorrow in boot camp, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, I think. Nicolette Larson, God rest her soul, she was Russ Kunkel's wife, and she sang the harmonies on Harvest Moon on that song. And oh, at our best, Lily, I could do that. Red-blooded American boy, I could do that.
Nicolette Larson was a sweet, sweet lady. I went up to Russ's house. Russ played drums on Fear Nothing and Josie's Getting Stronger and a couple of, I think those two songs on Fear Nothing, and just a great guy. Such a deep pocket. In fact, when you're out there listening to it, you know, you kind of think, he plays on the backside of the beat so much that you feel like, it's, you know, and then you go into the control room and you listen to it and it's like, holy shit, that is the pocket, you know. But anyway, we did a little a version of Fear Nothing at Russ's house. He recorded, and Nicolette Larson sang the harmonies on Fear Nothing, and that's it was on a little CD called Beyond Words. Now, some of y'all internet sleuths will be able to find it. It's called Beyond Words, and it was a compilation that A&M put out of like John Hyatt, Sheryl Crow, me, probably Delamitri, people like that. They were on the label at the time. And I think it was a European release. It wasn't even the US release. And we recorded a special version of Fear Nothing for that, and that's got Nicolette Larson on it. Man, Harrison, I'm gonna learn Josie's Getting Stronger, because I literally have not played that in about 10 years. For you.
See you dancing in the corner with all of your best girlfriends, laughing and singing, these are the days of your innocence. Us boys want your circle, but we don't dare break in. I'm leaning against the wall thinking, while your life is still easy and your heart is still light, why don't you dance with this red-blooded American boy tonight? 'Cause your life is just a breath, and tonight is just a dance. Why don't you give this red-blooded American boy the chance? A woman stands beside me, in my mind her hair has a touch of gray. Sometimes I just shut my mouth, I know she knows what I'm gonna say. The look comes from her eyes, only born of loving years. Sometimes I open up my mouth and I fight back her tears. I say, while your life is still easy and your heart is still light, why don't you dance with this red-blooded American boy tonight? 'Cause your life is just a breath, and tonight is just a dance. Why don't you give this red-blooded American boy a chance? Oh baby, I'm out of control, I know which way to run, I know which way to go. All these days it's getting hard to live, we all need someone to hold on to. dance with me, I wanna dance with you. Oh, 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 while your love feels too easy and your heart is too light, why don't you dance with this red-blooded American boy tonight? 'Cause your life is just a breath, and tonight is just a dance. Why don't you give this red-blooded American boy the chance? 'Cause why don't you give this red-blooded American boy the chance?
I did that in the regular key, man. That's the original key when I was 23. In the original key when I was 23. And I did it. I usually do it a half step down, but y'all inspired me tonight. But if you notice, I didn't go for the high note on the last chorus. Oh my gosh. Are y'all having a good time? Where are y'all watching from now? On Wade's bus. Terry, you know, man, my memory, my memory must be going, man. I don't remember that at all. Okay, Marie. All right, Marie wants me to play I Can't Drive Her From My Mind. I'll do that. Yeah, Wade Hayes, man, I love that guy. He's a great guy, man. Really sweet dude. I don't remember being on his bus though and playing that song. I you know, who knows? I may have had 4 Guinness. But I love Wade Hayes. That dude is an awesome dude.
This old road goes on forever, just like the sound of goodbye. I'm watching the rain dance in the headlights, wishing this old Mustang could fly. I still hear the screen door slamming. Sounds like thunder in my mind. I still see your ring spinning on the floor, just like these wheels roll through the night. The rearview mirror casts reflections of the life I've left behind. Though these wheels keep spinning round and round and round, I can't drive you from my mind. I saw the lights of Albuquerque. They're so pretty from the west. Get on the other side of that mountain, it's a forest of bliss. I know I could have done things different. I'm not saying I didn't try. I was blind to your struggles. I see things clearer in hindsight. The rearview mirror casts reflections of the life I've left behind. And though these wheels keep spinning round and round and round, I can't drive you from my mind. Though these wheels keep spinning round and round and round, I can't drive you from my mind.
Thank you very much. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it. I know Gurf, I think we're friends on Facebook. Gurf Morlix is incredible. Love you guys. So I'll be back next week. If you've enjoyed tonight, buy me a beer. As I'm hiccuping. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Jan. So if you've enjoyed tonight, I've got PayPal right there, KevinMontgomery@mac.com, and then also Venmo, which is really cool. I'll be back next week at the same time, and I think I'm going to have Carlene Carter joining me for the webcast. She's incredible. She's the daughter of June Carter Cash and stepdaughter of Johnny Cash, and just a great lady. I love her. I love her so much. She's cool as hell. Yeah. So come back next week and join us. We're gonna have some fun. Have you had a good time? Sonia, that's sweet. Jan, thank you very much. Karen, awesome. Julie, appreciate it. Yeah, Carlene is incredible. Julie, she really is a nice lady. Thank you, Marie. Appreciate it. Sorry it took so long to get to that song. Yeah, buy me beer if you've enjoyed the evening, and check out the Indiegogo thing. Um, do you guys like me having guests? Do you enjoy me bringing in guests? Jeannie, I'm sorry I didn't play No Surrender. I'll do that next week. Do you like me bringing in guests and talking to other people? Because one of my favorite things to do is you know, like my perfect evening might be hanging out with my buddy Kevin Herring on Thames Ford Lake, on his boat. We had a great evening last July 4th. We were out there and we were just playing each other's songs and having some beers, and the fireworks were off in the distance. It wasn't a romantic thing at all. It was just a couple of dudes listening to songs and you know, just kind of, I'd play him a song, he played me a song. I mean, we did hug for an extended period at the end of the night, but I don't want to talk about that. But yeah, you know, I mean, that's my favorite type of evening, just to get with a group of people and have some beers and play each other's songs. And so to me, it's kind of like yeah, you know, I know what you're saying. Jamie, that's funny. I haven't done one. I asked Sean Byrne, but I think he was sick. I didn't, he was not feeling well the day we were going to do it. But I'll have Sean Byrne on if he'll come on. I love him. Okay, so tonight, it was, I played a bunch of songs, and then next week we'll have Carleen Carter on here. The next week we'll have Jerry Fuller, and then maybe the week after that I'll just sing some songs. But I do love talking to people and hearing their stories and getting those in. I think they're important to hear, and I think Jerry Fuller's interview especially is one to watch. I mean, Carleen Carter as well, but Jerry Fuller's 80, and he's like a second father to me, and a blessing that he's here. My dad died when he was 77, and I can't talk to him now, but I can talk to Jerry Fuller, and he's got some great stories, and he is. If there's one human being on earth that is like my dad, they're both from Texas, it's Jerry Fuller. Jerry's a little bit more communicative than my father. My father was more quiet, but if there's one person on earth that's like my dad, it would be Jerry Fuller. So I'm looking forward to talking to him, and I hope y'all will join in. Yeah, Paul, I'll have Sean Snook again if he'll drive over here from Bristol. Yeah, you should Google Jerry Fuller, for sure. Harrison, it's good to see you in here. Yeah, Carrie, yeah, Google Jerry Fuller, because he's the real deal. His stories are probably, and even some of the stories that he has about my dad are probably some of the best stories you'll ever hear. because my dad was quite a character, and Jerry Fuller's got a bunch of them. Jerry produced the first Colin Ray record as well, and Dad signed him to Epic, and Jerry was the producer, and yeah, so that's something y'all might know. But Jerry wrote and produced all the Gary Puckett and Union Gap stuff. He produced Johnny Mathis. He was a Texas boy that ended up head of A&R at CBS Records in LA. Anyway, Jerry Allison, Andrew, I would love to have Jerry Allison on. That's another character. I was thinking about having Sonny Curtis on, and I'm going to reach out to Sonny and see how he's doing. And also Sonny West, who's one of my Facebook friends who might be watching right now. He wrote Oh Boy and songs like that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it because it's these stories need to be out there, and they've got stories that we haven't heard, and I'll try to get them out. I'll try to get them out there, Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Had a good time. I told myself I was only gonna do like an hour and a half, and we're at 2 hours and 19 minutes now. Just because of y'all, the comments and everything kept me going. All right. I'll see you next week. At the same time, 8:30. And when you come back next week, do one of those watch together with friends with a group watch party. Those are pretty cool. I did one last night. Yeah, Annabelle, he wrote all that. He was basically Gary Puckett, Union Gap. And then he wrote, I'm a traveling man, I travel around all over the world. He wrote show and tell, just a game that I want to play. Lots of records. He wrote Traveling Man in 10 minutes, he told me, which is, the song is like 3 minutes long. I'm a traveling man, I travel around all over the world. Anyway, love y'all. Thank you for watching, and see you next week. Okay.